for 54.08 or better with 2 of these heats to come. Great debate about the length of rest for the 400-metre runners. I was commentating with Hannah England, World Championship medalist over the 1500. She was incandescent that there was so much rest between the rounds of the 400 metres in Oregon. She said, hey, listen, try running 3 3/4 laps. Anyway, that debate will run, as will the athletes in Heat 3 of the women's 400 metres. Really looking forward to seeing Chade Williams of Barbados. What a fantastic breakthrough for her. Not only making the final of the women's 4 in Oregon, but taking the bronze as well. There were so many messages flying around from Barbadians around the world who were so overjoyed with her great performance. Here's the lineup then for the third heat of the women's 400 metres. Chade Williams on the inside. Namesake Jody in the lane outsider. Broke 50 seconds last year, making the Olympic final, but struggling for form this year. Watch out as well for Zoe Clark of Scotland in 7 and McGregor of Jamaica in 8. So going through from the outside, Shireen Valaboy, SEA Games bronze medalist back in 2015. That was when she was a teenager. And she'll have to go out hard because Renisha McGregor will be chasing her down. Semi-finalist in the Olympics last year and a bronze in Doha in the 4x4 and in Tokyo. Zoe Clark of Scotland will get a great reception. A PB in Geneva this year, made the semis on the Gold Coast. She's a better athlete now. She'll hope that she's 2 races away from the final. Lydia Gele, 6 in the African Champs, the Botswanan. What a fabulous conveyor belt of 400-metre runners the African nation have, and she's the latest of them. Shale Ray represents the Cayman Islands, national record holder with that 52.17. She studies at Kansas State University, so good experience on the collegiate circuit. Aminath Mohammed of the Maldives, just 17 years of age. What a moment and what a stage for her, performing in front of, what, 30-odd thousand? It's almost a sellout. Jody Williams, a brilliant performance last year to make the Tokyo final. Can you believe she was the World Youth Champion back in 2009? Chade Williams was a revelation in Oregon. She is flying, scorched to that PB and the World Championship bronze behind Shawnee Miller-Weibo. It was the performance of a lifetime, and she will be brimming with confidence and intent. And there's just a clarification as to the times required for any of the athletes not finishing in the top 3. Semis on Friday, final on Sunday. Williams of Barbados in 2, Williams of England in 3, Mohammed Maldives in 4, Ray Cayman Islands 5, Gele Botswana 6, Clark Scotland 7, McGregor Jamaica 8, Valaboy Malaysia on the outside in lane 9. Watch for Williams in 2, coming round that tight bend. A polite hush turns into an expectant roar. McGregor's gone out really well, second from the outside. We would have expected her to close down on Valaboy. Both Williams on the inside, going well. Jody for England went out really aggressively, but Chade right up on her shoulder now, coming through on the inside. And Zoe Clark running well, now reeling in the Jamaican who started hard. Chade Williams leading on the inside. A lovely flowing stride, as I said, brimming with confidence. Good run by Jody Williams at the moment. She's in second place with Zoe Clark coming through. McGregor's tying up a little bit, the Jamaican. Chade Williams from Zoe Clark and Jody Williams. They are the 3 qualifiers. 51.67. Not quite as quick as we saw from Victoria Uhuragu in the first of the heats, but this is a young woman flying at the moment. A World Championship medalist. She has the whole nation back home, proud Caribbean island, willing her on. And I'll tell you what, she is looking very, very good. Not as fast as the first heat, but that was an excellent qualification, as it was from Zoe Clark of Scotland and Jody Williams taking that 3rd spot.
Yeah, the Bajan Williams looking really strong there on the outside. She has to be tired, doesn't she, from those World Championships? It's a strange thing when you come back from a major games, especially on long-haul flights. It's the emotional drain that takes the time to recover from, almost more than the physical drain sometimes. The highs of, especially being involved in the final and getting a medal, and then the celebrations really do take it out of you. And you have to be very, very careful if you're going to go from one championships to the next in a short space of time. But that's a really good run from Jody Williams, who has been struggling with injuries a great deal through this year. She gets her place into the semis in lane 3. She's a much better athlete than that, of course. We saw her run under 50 seconds last year. She runs in third place here in 52.47 there for England, second to right. And I love Zoe Clark, the way she runs. She's beautifully fluid runner, very powerful, lovely symmetrical stride. And she comes through strongly. She is strong, always finishes well. And closing there over the final meters. But the gloves come off in the next round.
That was a very relaxed, confident piece of qualification from Chade Williams. Barbados have got a good crop of 400-meter runners at the moment. Jonathan Jones made it through to the final of the men's race in Oregon, and he's an excellent 800-meter runner as well. I could see him stepping up to the 2-lap event sometime soon. But at the age of 24, Chade Williams has really found another gear. Semi-finalist in Doha, semi-finalist in Tokyo, but this season has been excellent. Watch that nicely timed run by Zoe Clark. Tim was mentioning third from the outside. She had the Jamaican McGregor to chase, who went off arguably a little bit too hard, judging by how laboured she was down the last 50. Clark came home ahead of Jody Williams. As you mentioned, Tim, it's been a tough season for Jody, despite breaking 50 last year. So she is into the semis, but not looking quite in the kind of shape she was in Japan last summer. Chade Williams, the World Championship bronze medalist, with an excellent piece of qualification for the semis. She'll be joined by Zoe Clark and Jody Williams, finalist from Tokyo last summer.